This week, Royal Enfield announced an all-new Classic 350, replacing a super popular bike that's been in production since 2008. Not only is this huge news for the Indian market, but we'll also be getting it in the UK at a later date too. So in this video, we'll go over all of the details and everything you need to know about this super cool looking little bike. Basically, it's the same platform as the Meteor 350 that was launched earlier this year. So you get the same air and oil cooled single-cylinder 349cc engine, with 20 horses of peak power at 6,100 RPM and 27 Newton meters of peak torque down at 4,000. Enfield describe it as having strong low-end grunt and a super smooth linear power delivery across the band. Other key features include a primary balancer shaft to keep things silky smooth, a 5-speed gearbox that's optimized for both city acceleration and highway cruising, and an exhaust that's tuned for their signature thump. The frame is a traditional steel cradle, and the suspension is basic but good enough, with a 41mm right way up fork and preload adjustable twin shocks. But the brakes are a bit more premium, with calipers from Brembo's budget sub-brand Bibrake biting on disc both front and rear with dual channel ABS. And you get a nice bit of tech too in the form of their Tripper navigation pod, which connects to your phone over Bluetooth in order to display simple prompts, a bit like the BeMoto, which I use a lot. There's also a USB port by the switchgear for charging, and they've made a nice job of the Speedo too. In fact, if you want my full take on the Meteor 350, there's a link in the description to a review that I shot a few weeks ago. It's a super comfy bike, if not particularly fast, but overall I was impressed, especially given the price point. The Classic does have a few changes from the Meteor though. The seat is about 40mm higher, so expect it to have much more of an upright riding position, and the fuel tank is a little smaller at 13 litres to the 15 of the Meteor. So with it having a little less range and the fact that it's about 4 kilograms heavier, I'd be tempted by the Meteor. But that said, for taller riders you might find it a little cramped, so that extra legroom on the Classic might be nice to have. I think for a lot of people though, the big difference is going to be the styling, with the more old school look owing to the headlight nacelle, full mudguards, retro side panels, the spoked wheel option, the chrome finishing on some of the bikes, and the paint jobs on the tank, which definitely hark back to Enfields of the past. In fact, there are absolutely loads of combinations of colours, finishes and wheels, but I think my pick would be the sage green tank with black elsewhere, with the brown saddle and the spoke wheels. What a great looking runabout this would make. It really does look like a solid replacement for the previous Classic, with Enfield claiming a more refined engine, improved comfort owing to the new ergonomics and soft foam seat, better manoeuvrability, and also a stiffer chassis that feels more stable through corners. Then you've got that extra tech too, and it really does look like it'll be a strong seller. I believe it's on sale right away in India, but we'll have to wait till EICMA in November for the European launch, with bikes available in spring next year. Here's hoping the price is just as competitive as the Meteor, which starts at under 4 grand. As always, I'd love to know what you think of it down in the comments below. Which one would you go for, the Meteor or the Classic? And if you're new here and you want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe and I'll catch you next time.